Droners, welcome to this week's edition of Droner News. We have international conferences, big companies trying to get into the drone game, and a lot of really cool drone stuff, like always. Let's get into it. Number one, we have Intel, the company that you know for PC chips and computers, is really serious about getting into the drone game. As you have seen in previous episodes, I was super impressed with Intel's display of having the Intel 100 or whatever it's called, the Drone 100 show, where they have 100 drones with the lights at night performing with a symphony. There's a lot of problems with that because they only had one person piloting all those 100 drones, as well as it was at night. Two laws against drone flying. They have now gotten a waiver from the FAA to be able to do both of those things, which is super awesome for them and super awesome for people who like it like me. And Intel has also made a huge move by purchasing the company Modivius, which I may be saying wrong. Either way, that company is a company that was able to make the Phantom 4 avoidance technology. So big deal, they purchased them. They're really serious about drones. And honestly, I'm looking forward to some kind of announcement about a consumer drone coming from them soon. Number two, there's a new website up to help drone people get customers, or customers find pilots of drone operators. Yes, this is like the Tinder of the drone world. I love it because it makes it so that people who have their 107 as well as have insurance can go ahead and get a drone person or make money off of it or whatever it is. They will make it happen. The company is called Skyward, and they're going to be opening up a website that offers the connections for, or offers the ability to put a profile on their site for free, and it's there to connect people. So pretty much they're like, yo, droners, get that money. And you got to be like, yeah, I'll probably have to share a little bit with you, but it's worth it because I get more customers. So I recommend keeping your eye on them because it could just be another form of income for people who fly drones for cinematography and otherwise, like agriculture, like myself. Coming in at number three, we have DJI and Epson coming together to form a company making new drone glasses. No, not a new company, but they will be having DJI release these glasses, and they're called the BT300s. And if they're anything like the drone glasses that have come out before that are similar, those ones cost $700. And either way, the idea behind them is that they're going to have a first-person view image inside of the glasses that also allows you to maintain line of sight while you were flying. That, of course, allows you to be able to do this legally, because legally you have to maintain an eye line of sight to be able to fly first-person view anyway, unless you have a visual observer. Thank you, Part 107. So I see this being difficult because looking at your drone first-person view as well as looking at the drone at the same time, for me, seems like a bit of a challenge. Just keep your eye out for it. You know, your eye out for it on the DJI website because it will be going up on there soon. Coming in at number four, Interdrone, one of the biggest drone conferences, took place in Las Vegas this year from September 7th to the 9th. And there was some really cool stuff announced. My personal favorite, actually, is the Pro Drone Wacky Industrial Drones. They made two different drones. One of them is like a hexacopter that has arms on it that you can just grab shit with. And it looks really cool. It looks kind of like how you would imagine drones like 20 years ago, to be able to help the humankind kind of thing. And it's just like it has those arms and it can pick stuff up. I like it. It looks cool. But the even cooler one is they actually have one that's meant for industrial inspection. That's kind of like a wall crawler. Not like Spider-Man kind of thing. But if you look at it, it looks like one of those half shopping cart things that people push around. And it has a bunch of rotors inside of it so that it can literally just like scale up the side of a wall and still maintain the focal length, apparently, of whatever the thing it was inspecting. Looks really interesting. I've never actually seen a drone like this. They're calling it an L shape because it is shaped like an L, so I guess the wheels will touch it and then it'll have like a L as it goes up and down. Yeah, that worked. So I think it looks really cool. It's definitely worth looking at. You should check that out. Coming in at number five, yet another company wanting to get involved in the drone game because drones are awesome. This time it's Mercedes-Benz. And what they're doing is having a drone delivery van for like somebody who's doing, I have to imagine, I just want to get into the mind of the person who designed this because they were like, all right, people who are delivering packages need help. So what we're going to do is design a van that you can drive around, and as you're taking the big heavy packages and delivering it to the door and ringing the doorbell, the drones are going to pop out the roof and they're going to deliver the small packages within 4 miles of wherever you are because it's super helpful, and that's what drones can do, is deliver stuff because obviously delivery men are not efficient enough as it is. Yeah, obviously I'm having a hard time following the full relevancy of this, but looks like they put a lot of money into it, so I'm assuming there's some form of market. I can't imagine UPS or DHL or anybody like saying, yeah, let's get these drones as a part of our trucks versus, yeah, well, maybe they would. I don't know. Either way, it's weird, but interesting. Take a look at what you see, and I don't know, keep your eye on it. Droners, thank you for tuning in for this week's edition of Droner News. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, you can find more if you click right there, because that's the place to click if you want to see more Droner News. Or if you want to see me playing with maybe racing drones or other kind of cool drone stuff, you can click right about there. Another good place to click. And make sure that you hit the subscribe button, because we really appreciate your kind when you do it. And otherwise, make sure you stay fly.